Hey guys, good morning. Happy Saturday. Happy August 8th. Today is Saturday, August 8th, and today is weigh-in day. So I just figure we would hang out for a little bit, talk, and just kind of talk about the week. Um, I'm a little sweaty. Sorry. I was out in the garden and I was talking to my neighbor for a little bit, and I decided, okay, well, I already weighed in this morning. So I got to do my video because I have time today. I'll be home today, so that's why I have time. Okay, sorry. Sex in the City is on E right now. Okay, so today was weigh-in day, as I've said like 4 or 5 times. And I weighed in this morning, and I'm down this week. I am down 4 pounds this week, which is really, really good. I am very happy that I'm down 4 pounds. So that's pretty exciting that I'm, down 4 pounds. Okay, so this week was kind of stressful, and I think that's partially why I was down 4 pounds. I ate all of my weeklies. Oh my gosh, this lighting is really making me look really pasty. Anyway, I ate all of my weeklies this week. And sorry guys. I ate all my weeklies this week. I actually went over by 12 points. And that was closer to Sunday and Monday. Hold on, it's really hot in here. I gotta turn on the fan. I ate all my points. Sorry. I ate them on Sunday. I ate all my weeklies. Sunday I was pretty depressed. I ate all my weeklies. And then Monday I was really upset. And Tuesday I was upset all week this week. And I'm going to tell you guys in a minute why. But I was still able to lose 4 pounds. I didn't walk as much this week as I did the other days. I did go for 3 walks this week. And I did them at a super slow pace. So let me tell you guys about my stress this week. And I'll just let you kind of know what's going on. Gizmo is not doing too good. He is my 14-and-a-half-year-old Pekingese. He is such an amazing dog. He is my companion. He's just amazing. And I've noticed like the last 6 to 8 months he's been on a decline. He's been sleeping much more. He's been sleeping like, I would say 85% of the day he's been sleeping. We went through a rough patch this winter where he was messing in the house a lot, and I had to kennel and crate him until he would go out, and then he could be loose in the house, but without going to the bathroom outside, he was no longer able to have his freedom inside, which is where he is right now. He's in his kennel. I got him a jumbo kennel. So he's being crated, and he will have his freedom. I'll probably take him out in a half hour. I take him out every 2.5 to 3 hours if he doesn't go bathroom. Unless he just does one and not the other, then I'll take him out like every half hour to an hour. But anyway, so we've noticed that there's been a decline, and he is just such an amazing dog, a friend. Some people call them fur babies. He's been through so much with me. He's given me a lifetime of love, and I really love him. But last 2 Sundays ago and then last Sunday, we've noticed his behavior has changed when we have left him home alone all day, and we know that we can no longer do that. When we leave him home alone, when we get home, we take him out to go bathroom, but he starts walking in circles and walking into walls and furniture and getting stuck behind furniture, and he's not himself. And I know that he has dementia, and we have been talking about when would be the right time to put him down, because he is almost 15, and we are just trying to figure things out, because this is the first time I've had a dog, my own dog, myself as an adult. I had a dog when I was younger, and the poor thing got hit by a car. She got out of the house and she got hit by a car, and that was, heartbreaking. And I've only had her for a year, but this dog I've had, Gizmo, has been with us for almost 15 amazing years, and I love him, and I know that I have to let him go at some point, or unless he decides to do that himself. Sorry, I have an ugly crybaby face, but that's one of the stress factors that kept me from overeating this week. which, you know, I don't know. Like, I had my period the week before and I gained, I think I was like up 0.4, and I knew that was going to come off. I just didn't expect 4 pounds to come off this week after eating all of my weeklies. But I just haven't been eating a lot. I'm not starving myself, you guys. Obviously, I ate all of my weeklies and I still eat my daily points, but just, I think the stress was definitely a factor this week, and then probably taking all of the water weight off from my period last week is my guess, unless I'm wrong. So, okay, so that's what's been going on. That's been like my stress, and we talked about it, and we were going to put him down after we saw his episode. We're like, oh my gosh, like, this isn't normal. Like, he's suffering. That night he was suffering. And finally he did snap out of it, but it was like trying to wake up somebody that was stuck in a nightmare. And I felt really bad for him. Finally he did snap out of it. And the next day he seemed to have been doing better. But he's like stumbles when he walks. He fell when he stumbled. His bottom 2 teeth are missing now. And like his jaw shakes a little bit when he eats, his bottom jaw. So I hand feed him sometimes if he has a hard time doing it himself. And my husband's like, I feel like he's not done yet. I feel like it's not his time. I'm like, well, how do we know? Because I don't want to see him have an episode again like that. So we said that we would not leave him alone for long periods of time. On Wednesday, I did leave the house he was alone for 4 hours in his kennel, and he was okay. My husband got home after the 4th hour that I was gone, because my mom told me, like, I have to get out of the house. I can't stay home and be upset. I have to live my life. And she's right. And so I left him alone for 4 hours. My husband got home. I called him when he got home, and I said, you know, how are things at home? And he's like, he's okay, you know. So obviously you can leave him alone for some amount of time, but to leave him alone all day for like 8, 9, 10 hours, no, can't do that to him. I can understand if he had to go to the bathroom and he went in his kennel, but that wasn't the case. It was just like he went kind of mad, like kind of crazy in his head. And I didn't feel right about that at all. So we are changing things up for him. And we would like for him to pass away at home when it is his time. I don't know when his time will be, but that's what we would hope for. We would consider it a blessing if he died peacefully at home. But like I said, I don't know what that's going to be. I actually just talked to my neighbor. She breeds dogs. She's been breeding them her whole entire life and raising them and training them. And she's like, of course it's possible for a dog to die in a sleep at home. So that's what we're kind of hoping for Gizmo. We don't know when that time's going to be. But until that time, I went crazy and I ordered a bunch of things off of Chewy. And I'm going to order a few more things that came to mind. So I ordered him... I was giving him powdered glucosamine that I had, but he won't eat it because it's liver flavored and he's super picky. So, I mean, I've tried mixing it in freshly cooked ground beef. No, guys, he won't eat it. So I did order him liquid glucosamine. They had flavors. I got the unflavored for him. So he is on liquid glucosamine. He actually did eat that with his kibble this morning. He ate everything. I have to cook for him. It's very little kibble and more, you know, meat or rice or whatever it is that I'm cooking for him. The kibble I just use to kind of bind up his food. So he did take his liquid glucosamine. I do have CBD oil drops for dogs. It is in the liver or chicken liver flavor, something like that. So that we take it with a dropper and we push it down his throat so he can take that. So he is on the liquid CBD, the liquid glucosamine. I did order fish oil, so tonight we're going to do that. I ordered some oral syringes, so we're going to also shove some fish oil down his throat because I know he does not like fish, so he's going to take that as well. And I also got for him these supports for brain, for cognitive dysfunction. It's like dementia for dogs, and so he's kind of losing it, and I've not had him on any vitamins, and I'm kind of regretting, and I'm feeling bad. Maybe I should have started something like this a year or 2 ago when he did start to slow down a little bit. But I did order him, they're like these chews. He won't eat them plain, but I cut them into 4 little pieces, wrap them up in turkey lunch meat, and those he will eat that way. So I am trying to keep him comfortable. I am trying to make him better as best as he can. I'm trying to I'm trying to get him on all these supplements. I did order another vitamin for him from a different company. I didn't get it through Chewy, and that should come in this week, and that's also for brain support. So it's just like a bunch of, and what is in a lot of these vitamins is like anti-inflammatories, not like, I'm sorry, not an anti-inflammatory, antioxidants. It's antioxidants that is in a lot of these support chews and liquids and all that. So this should be good for his joints and his brain. And I'm hoping that I'm going to see some sort of a difference. I actually feel like I maybe did see a little bit of a difference. We were able to take him for 2 super slow turtle-like walks this week at a park. He refuses to go around the block, but the park he loves because there's even more dog pee smells at these beautiful parks. So we have been taking him there. He screams bloody murder now when we get in the car. He can't handle that anymore. So what we've been doing is we have been kenneling him in the car. I have a travel crate kennel for him, and on the way to the park, which is like 5 to 10 minutes depending which park, he seems to be doing better in that scenario. So I think tomorrow we might go to my parents' house, which is an hour away. I think we're going to try to kind of see how an hour in the car in his travel kennel with his blanket in there will carry him and take him. Hopefully he'll be comfortable and not scream his head off, because that is just painstaking. Like, it just hurts my head. Obviously he's not enjoying it, but he was okay in his travel kennel. So we're going to test some things out. We're trying to do the best that we can to make him comfortable and happy. And if none of these things work, then we will have to make some sort of a decision. But right now we are seeing a slight improvement just from being on the CBD and glucosamine for 4 days. He did start his brain support chew for his cognitive dysfunction. I think that's what it's called. Let me go grab it really quick. But it's for brain support, and it's a vitamin. Here it is. It's called Herbsmith, and it says, "Be your best dog. Senior Dog Wisdom, Cognitive Support for Dogs." And this is what I ordered. These things are expensive. They're like, I think I paid almost $30 for this, around there. And these are the ingredients. I don't know if you guys can see. But anyway, it's supposed to be really good ingredients, I don't know, for the dog. So this is what I ordered for him, and he'll get this in the evening as a treat before bed, with the turkey wrapped around it and the CBD oil and probably the fish oil with his dinner. I'm trying, like I said, everything. I'm going to get him a harness with a handle so I can pick him up and put him in the grass when it's needed. And you guys, I almost bought a puppy this week. I almost put a deposit down on a puppy. I was talking to a woman in Upper Peninsula, Michigan. Super nice lady. And I almost did, and we were keeping in touch, and I was probably going to put a deposit this week, but then she messaged me and she told me that she put them on AKC Marketplace, and they literally sold all of them within 3 to 4 hours. So she said she might have a litter in the next 3 to 6 months. If her other dog goes into heat, if it does, we'll kind of just see where that goes and what happens. I did ask her to put me on a list for a male, and preferably Sable with the black mask or Fawn with the black mask, but I really love the black mask. Black and white would probably be fine too, but I just love how Gizmo looks so much. And I know that this other dog would not ever replace Gizmo. But my husband's like, "Are you sure you want 2 dogs?" And I says, "I'm going to keep Gizmo around as long as I can keep him comfortable. Not if he's suffering. But if I have the other dog and Gizmo for a year, I think that it would be really good." And he's like, "You know, how are we going to take care of him?" I'm like, "If we don't go on vacation for a year, that's fine. If we go on vacation, like a road trip, we'll get a hotel with travel kennels, you know. We'll take a road trip and get in the car." But I am looking for a puppy because I think it's going to help me either after Gizmo leaves us, or I'll have him before Gizmo leaves us, and it'll help me with that transition. I mean, I've been wanting a second dog for the longest time ever. So that's what I'm looking at right now, and that's what we're going to try to do. I'm keeping my eye open for breeders. Obviously, Upper Peninsula, Michigan is only like 4 to 4.5 hours from us. We could get there in the morning and come back in the evening. There are breeders in Arkansas, but that would require us to go somewhere overnight, and I don't know if I want Gizmo in the car for 7 hours one way or 8 hours one way. So there's a lot to think about, and a lot of changes that are kind of happening. like, again, I said, so stressed out, but I'm really trying to just live my life, snap out of it, and keep Gizmo comfortable. Like I said, I feel like it would be a blessing if he passed away at home. He's sleeping in his kennel now. My friend that I went and saw Wednesday, she let me borrow this kennel for her dog. It's like a kennel for a 200-pound dog. He's an Australian shepherd, the ones with the fluffy coat. And I think he's an Australian. Maybe, I don't remember. But anyway, he's really fluffy and he's big. And she's like, he's not using his kennel. Let me get it from the basement. So I call it Gizmo's Penthouse Suite. It's even bigger than the kennel we have upstairs. So I have him a huge kennel with blankets. And I ordered clip-on bowls for his kennel so he can have water. I had him down there last night. It's kind of hard to do stairs. Even just picking him up, he doesn't really like it. So we are trying to make changes and trying not to be stressed out, and I'm trying to take care of myself the best that I can and not forget about my health journey. And I'm just glad that I kind of took my grief and my stress in a different direction, because normally I would stress eat and just eat everything in sight and gain weight, but I didn't do it this time. I just went completely the opposite direction. So if you guys made it till the end, that was my week. Down 4 pounds. Are you guys doing anything fun this weekend? Like I said, I think we might go to my mom's tomorrow. Maybe we'll see. I kind of want to go to an antique mall tonight and just walk around, and maybe we'll go out for dinner tonight. I really don't feel like cooking. It's hot today. Well, it's warmer, and I don't want to turn on the stove. So yeah, I don't feel like doing any of that, and so maybe we'll just go out and split something for dinner. I had watermelon and 2 eggs for breakfast, so I'm definitely tracking and trying to stay on the right path, because my health is the obviously ultimate thing. I'm trying to nurse Gizmo back to somewhat to a health, but I'm trying to also get my health back as well. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will talk soon. Thanks for hanging out. Bye. Mwah.